Hello and welcome to another episode of Ken Questions. I'm Ken McKim, and today we are talking about the pain pill perception problem. Pain pills have a stigma attached to them, like it or not, and I feel that it is unjustly deserved, but it is perpetuated by a media that seems to have a bias against pain medication. When they do their reporting on stories about opioid overdoses, it's a subtle manipulation going on that you're probably not even aware of, but I'm going to demonstrate it for you right now, to where they can provoke you to have a specific visceral reaction to the story they're telling you. For example, 2 sentences for you to consider. The first one, Johnny takes medication. In this sentence, Johnny is a sympathetic character. We feel bad for him, we don't even know what's wrong with him, but we know that it is serious enough to warrant him taking medication for it. And so we empathize and sympathize with Johnny. But if you change one word in that sentence, like this, Johnny takes drugs, now we're going to pass judgment on Johnny because he's a drug taker. We question Johnny's moral character and the decisions he makes, and really everything about him as a person. And the media has now linked in society's mind prescription medications with illicit drugs, because more often than not when they're reporting on these stories, they use the phrase prescription drugs instead of prescription medications. So now you're lumping hydrocodone, OxyContin, methadone, oxycodone, all of these in the same category in your brain with things like heroin and methamphetamine. So I'm here to challenge your assumption of that, because like it or not, you have a preconceived notion of what the chronically ill look like. When you hear a story of someone who's chronically ill and takes pain medicine, you're probably apt to picture in your mind something that looks like this. And that's so not the truth. That's not accurate at all. You also probably picture the chronically ill looking something like this, sitting at home on their couch, high as a kite on their pain pills. That's also incorrect, because as anyone who drinks regularly will tell you, the more you drink, the more alcohol it will eventually require to get you buzzed and or drunk. So trust me, people who have been on painkillers for any length of time are no longer getting high every day from taking them. Now, put yourself in their shoes. Imagine the worst flu that you've ever had, okay? I mean real flu, where you have the body aches like someone beat you up with a nightstick, and the sweats, and you have diarrhea and vomiting. Hopefully not at the same time, but it happens. You feel miserable. Can you concentrate on anything while you're that sick? Of course not. It's hard to concentrate on anything when you're feeling that miserable. So what do? Come on, admit it. You take medicine, don't you? Theraflu, Alka-Seltzer Plus cold medicine, Tylenol cold and flu. There's so many medicines that you can buy over the counter to make you feel less miserable when you're feeling horrible. So why is it okay for you to call all of that medicine when you take it, but when someone with a chronic illness takes it, suddenly it's a drug? And believe me, they need powerful painkillers to manage their pain. Why? Well, because what they're dealing with is a lot more severe than your flu, even your worst flu. Like, for example, this Crohn's patient. Take a look at this bowel. That's not pretty, is it? No, because that bowel is being eaten away by that person's own immune system. You're not going to treat that with Tylenol. Are you insane? No. That kind of pain requires serious painkillers. Now, I use that picture of a Crohn's bowel to illustrate just what kind of pain we're talking about, but imagine if you had something like CRPS, or fibromyalgia, or lupus, or peripheral neuropathy, where there were little to no physical indications of what you are experiencing on the inside of your body. Here's a fun experiment. Let's try this. Everyone who's ever had a hangover, raise your hand. Oh yeah, many times, right? Okay, prove it. I'm waiting. Go ahead, prove to me that you had a hangover. You can't. Of course you can't. You can describe your symptoms to me, probably in great detail. And I, being a compassionate human being, would feel bad for you, but you can't actually prove a hangover any more than people with any of these invisible illnesses can prove that their pain is real. Yet for some reason, society makes allowances for certain kinds of pain and not for others. Something I think we might want to work on. Don't you? If you know someone who has a chronic illness, how about stepping down off your high horse and refrain from judging them, and just instead find it in your heart to be the compassionate human being that we are all meant to be. Just a thought. Thank you for watching, and please send me your questions to ken@don'tpunishpain.com. You can also follow me over on Twitter @don'tpunishpain. If you'd like to learn more about the changing attitudes of society towards the chronically ill, I invite you to watch my 32-minute video, The Slow Death of Compassion for the Chronically Ill, which you can also see right here on my YouTube channel. So, until next time, I'm Ken McKim. You take care.